Number 15, Heather.
Yes, as the board most likely recalls, earlier this year you adopted a revised moratorium on commercial development in the hamlet of Brewerton so that the design standards committee that you established could have a chance to create some architectural and design standards for the hamlet. Both Wayne and I are on that committee. We had a meeting just last week that Wayne, be backing up on this, I think went very well, and we made a lot of progress. We're not quite there yet. Paul Fritz, who's your professional consultant on this project, along with me, and Mark Parrish from O'Brien & Gear, thinks we need an extension of 3 months in order to finalize everything, get it before you, have a public hearing, go through the necessary legislative processes, and your moratorium does allow you to extend it for up to 2 additional periods of 3 months by resolution. At this point, the committee would like 1 3-month extension in the hopes that we can have things finalized and resolved and present back to you before the moratorium would expire.
Well, I think Mr. Dudzinski was very concerned about how many people that were coming in to take advantage of the grant money, and that they were excited and ready to go. So how's that going to, if we go 3 more months?
If we're done before that 3 months, the moratorium automatically expires and doesn't necessarily go the full 3 months.
So we are, what time frame does this extension go for?
From April 14th for 3 more months, so May, June, July 13th. 14th, excuse me.
We're still in the building season at least.
Go on.
I checked with the architect for community development that is in contact with this program. She indicated to me that anybody that's applying for grants now, she would not realistically be able to act on them for at least 6 months. So, and then once they get the money, they don't have to use it up right then. She didn't say how fast they have to use it, but I mean, it's not like us working on the standards is going to slow this process down or keep them from fixing up their buildings right now. I mean, because of this grant, I mean, if we had things in place, then they could do things on their own, like some people have indicated that they want to. But I really feel strongly that we have to, I mean, we've been tasked with getting these standards in place, and I think it's important for what we're trying to achieve here.
Okay, so they could go forward using their own money and apply after the fact.
That's correct.
But we still have criteria that we want to establish so that going forward is not outside the framework of how we want the development to look as a whole.
What I think Wayne is saying is that our need for a little bit more time to work on these standards isn't going to necessarily impact someone who wants to complete their project by use of community development funds, because their ability to actually receive those funds and work with community development isn't really going to happen on community development schedule within the next 3 months anyway. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Okay.
does. It's just not in a good timeline.
Unfortunately, good things take time. And if we're patient, we're going to be a great project when we're done. We just had 3 more people walk in today. They want to move into the Brewerton area because of what we're doing up there. So, I'll just make a motion that we approve the Brewerton moratorium for another 3 months.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Mr. Dudzinski?
Yes. Number 16, police department purchases. Do you have those, Bob?
Yes. Chief Snell's requesting on board approve the following: interview room, works to be completed. Replace the current door with a full metal door, 12 by 12 window. Install a 24 by 36 inch desk, top mounted to floor for security, and to install a color video surveillance camera, digital, and backups, audio speaker, and security. This will be covered under or reimbursed by the county under DCJS grant EJ 05909430, and the total will be desk is $1,055 for the store with a metal frame, $414 for the desk mounted top, and $2873.55 for the video
This
system.
is all grant driven.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Terwin?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes.
And one more in the garage. This is to install 16 by 13 by 8 foot chain link fence in the garage for storage of larger recovered property and bicycles. This includes a gate and to install 38 by 7 foot chain link fence on the upper level of the wooden deck. That'll provide additional security for five. That total would be $29.43.
That's a budget item.
Yes.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Terwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes. Sharon?
I would like to ask the board's approval, please, for a budgeted item for myself to attend the New York State Tax Receivers Conference, which will be held in Queensbury, New York. I have given you the fix that I had so far. The room is $718 for the 4 days. The registration fee is $100. The only thing I cannot give you a figure on is the mileage. I
That was in
attend.
your budget, I believe,
Yes,
wasn't
sir, it is.
it? Motion to approve.
Wait, they separated out the, did they separate out how much is the board as opposed to how much is the room?
Room and, I think room and board means your bed and your food.
Right.
So, but no, they don't. We've asked that. I'm on the board of directors there, and we have been begging that factor to come, because for some, it's they won't be staying overnight. They'll be commuter type people. We're getting a hard time about it.
Well, you guys ought to hold your conference in a cheaper place.
I'd love to. It's the whole state though, so they claimed, we did that 2 years ago. And they said there was nothing here that would make people come again, and they didn't like the hotel. They don't think we have electricity either, Charlotte, so now they know we have it, so maybe it'll get better. Awful.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Terwin?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.